Welcome to Scotty's Hobbies. Hopefully welcome back to Scotty's Hobbies. Today I'm going to go over, or we're going to start talking about alternative fueling of vehicles or alternative fuel vehicles. Here in California, we have been approved by the Biden-Harris administration to get up to $1.2 billion in the infrastructure, or to build the infrastructure for more hydrogen refueling stations. I think that is pretty cool. First, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and share my channel, please. Scotty's Hobbies is your hub for automotive DIY maintenance videos, brakes, tune-ups, cabin air filters, PCV valves, so much more. We have a lot of family fun videos. Just stay tuned and check out the other videos. Let's get into this. Hydrogen fuel cells. Personally, I think that is more of a future than EV vehicles. I really like internal combustion engines. The maintenance on them is very easy, usually. And when you run out of fuel or hydrogen, gas, whatever you want to do, you can always go to a station and refuel and get back on the road. Not too long ago, a couple weeks ago, my daughter went on a little road trip up to Sacramento. We're here in California, by the way. She went up to Sacramento. She was supposed to make it to a basketball game that evening around 5 or 6 p.m. I can't remember, somewhere around there. They left on time, 3 p.m., come back down to the valley. But on the way, there was a car crash in a construction zone causing a ton of traffic. They were in an EV vehicle. Is EV vehicle, that's the electronic vehicle, so they were in an EV. Well, they had to stop and recharge. That took about an hour. So they pulled off the freeway, found a charging station, took them an hour to charge or so, and then they got back on the freeway to get in some more traffic. Luckily, they made it home just on that one charge. I forget what kind of vehicle it was. I think it's a Nissan. I don't even know. Who cares? But the downside to that whole situation was they couldn't just refuel, get back on the road, and make it back in time to get to their basketball game. Might have been better planning that could have been done. I don't know. But that was the situation. And that kind of turned my daughter off to EVs as well. She was really down for getting an EV when she gets her license. But going through that experience, that kind of turned her off to the EVs. So the hydrogen fuel cells here in California, there's currently 55 stations. Right now, since we've been approved the $1.2 billion in infrastructure upgrades, we are going to start building more. Currently, there are 2 under construction, and in California, it probably is going to take 10 years for each one of these to get going because of all the red tape we have on permitting, construction. You have to do the environmental inspection stuff to make sure little lizards and mice and whatnot don't get hurt. But 2 of them currently under construction. Who knows when they'll be online? There is 84 more stations that are being planned that are currently under the permitting process. Again, who knows how long that's going to take. But why do I personally like hydrogen? I saw some videos. I did some research not too long ago when I was doing research on the California internal combustion ban in 2035. We are phasing out internal combustion engines in California, period. In 2045, even big rigs aren't going to be able to be registered here in California to be driven. So it's going to be bad. And then on the other hand, isn't this counterintuitive to that whole plan? We are providing funding for hydrogen refueling stations, but we're also banning internal combustion engines. Kind of weird. On top of that, or a little side note I should say, Honda, their CR-V-E, that's a plug-in hybrid hydrogen vehicle. They're starting to lease them. This is July 2024 right now, and from word on the streets, or the internet, whatever you want to call it, they're starting to lease them out this month. I think that is a pretty darn good idea. I think the range on those was just under 300 miles. I'm not sure if that's on the battery and the hydrogen cell, but I think hydrogen is the way to go. Why? So hydrogen, I was watching videos, like I said, when I was researching the fuel ban, just seeing what other things there were out there other than EVs and gas-powered or diesel-powered vehicles. Hydrogen refueling stations, you could pretty much build them anywhere if you do it right. You could add a solar array that's going to power the hydrogen generation system for the electrolysis. So all you really need to bring in is water. You could run everything off of a generator that is going to power the station that we need electricity off of, and you could power that generator off of the hydrogen that you are going to make. That seems like a pretty darn good idea. Again, you could put them in the middle of anywhere, like a desert or up and down California Highway 5. There's plenty of places with no trees that you could make solar system arrays to power a hydrogen fuel station. And lots of water around here. We have the aqueducts all up and down California. So in my opinion, I think hydrogen fuel systems is the way to go. There is a lot of propane, or is it compressed natural gas talk I'm hearing about, but it's very confusing here in the state of California because we have the fuel ban and then they're trying to advance the fueling systems for other type of vehicles. It seems counterintuitive, but hey, that's California for you. What do you think about hydrogen fuel cells? Do you think they're the next thing or the next big thing that we have going on? I know there is already hydrogen fuel cell vehicles out there. I've never personally worked on one. I've smogged a few of them. They pass smog just fine. I never had an issue with them. But what do you think about them? Do you think it's the next generation? Do you think it's a waste of time and money? Do you think they're better for the environment, or are they worse for the environment? I'm trying to do a lot of research on this type of stuff, and I'm going to try to come out every week, every other week, something like that, with an update on the new news on alternative fuel vehicles, the systems that are going to power them, and everything about automotive stuff. That's going to be new coming out in the news. So make sure to stay tuned, like, subscribe, and share. Let me know what you think about hydrogen fuel cells before you go too far, and check out the video library if you are maintaining an internal combustion engine. If you're here in California, I have a ton of family fun videos and just a lot of helpful stuff in the video library, so make sure you go check that out. Till next time, thanks for checking out Scotty's Hobbies, and I'll see you on the next hopefully helpful video.